John and Carling have chosen to formally join their lives together by entering a legally binding contract. The marriage will allow the love and respect they have for each other to develop and grow, ensuring a lasting and fulfilling life together. If any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. These vows that unite you constitute a formal and public declaration of your love for each other. I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you should not be joined in matrimony to each other. John, if you repeat after me. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, John Hulse.
Why I, John Hulse.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Carling Lynn Meadows.
To Carling Lynn Meadows.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Carling Lynn Meadows.
That I, Carling Lynn Meadows.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To John Hulse.
To John Hulse.
Please sit down. Now the solemn moment has come for these two people to contract their marriage before you, their witnesses, family and friends. Who's next? Do you consent to share your life with Carl?
I do.
Do you consent to share your life with John?
I do.
Who brings Carling to be married to John?
I do.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, John Hulse, take thee, Carling Lynn Meadows, to be my lawful wedded wife. I promise to cherish and care for you, to honour and support you. I will respect you as an individual. And be true to you in every way. These promises I make to you. For the rest of my life. I call upon. These persons here present. To witness that I, Carling Lynn Meadows. Take thee, John Hulse. To be my lawful wedded husband. I promise to cherish and care for you. To honour and support you. I will respect you as an individual. And be true to you in every way. These promises I make to you. For the rest of my life. We now have a reading by Charlotte.
Okay, this reading is called Yes, I'll Marry You, My Dear. Steal myself. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear, and here's the reason why. So I can push you out of bed when he now starts to cry. And if we hear a knocking, and it's creepy and it's late, I hand you the torch, you see, and you investigate. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear, you may not apprehend it. When the tumble dryer goes, it's you that has to mend it. You have to face the neighbour, should our Noah cause trouble for him. And if a guy winks at me, it's you that has to whack him. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear. You're strong and you're cute. You help me dodge an earthquakes when Noah starts to shoot. That gorgeous little dinner which you serve for us at night, chicken a la creme, we cook it every night. Sorry. It's you who has to work the drill and put up the curtain track. And when I'm in a bad mood, it's you who gets the whack. I do see great advantages, only some of them for you. And so before you see the light, I do ride the light.
We now come to the exchange of rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the contract you have both just made. The wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and no end. It's symbolising unending and everlasting love and is an outward sign of the lifelong promises that you have made to each other. I could ask the best man to place the rings on the book. You take the ring and place it over the third finger of Carl's left hand and say after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I promise to be faithful,
I promise to be faithful,
to love, cherish and respect you
to love, cherish and respect you
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
As a symbol of my love,
As a symbol of my love.
all that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I promise to be faithful,
I promise to be faithful,
to love, cherish and respect you
to love, cherish and respect you
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall.
You will look back upon this day with love and happiness as the start of your new life together. Ladies and gentlemen, please join with John and Carlin as they celebrate their marriage. Congratulations.
I'm Carlin's dad, unfortunately. Okay, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who's turned up today. You all look pretty amazing. Looks like everybody's made a big effort. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for coming today. My mum looks really good in a new frock. So, thanks for that. Also, I'd like to thank my Aunt Nelly. My Aunt Nelly's like 90 years old next year, and she couldn't make one of her last dues. She actually fallen off a chair cleaning her windows. 89 years old, still climbing chairs, okay, so thanks for that. I'd like to thank all the staff at Brookfields for this reception, what they've done today. And I'd like to thank Colette for her input to this wedding and also for the flowers as well. Okay. Who was clapping there? A massive thank you to John and Alicia, because if it wasn't for these, this wouldn't have been possible today, so amazing, really nice. Which brings me down to, this is going to be really long-winded, this, you know what I mean, because I've got a lot to say about Carlin. I really love to stand here and say that she was the perfect child. Unfortunately, I can't. She wasn't naughty. Yeah, she was naughty. But I'd say she was more stubborn than naughty. Okay. The problem was she had more energy than any other kid we've actually seen. She was horrendous. Karma, payback time. Julie's dad had a cracking nickname for Carlin. I mean, Julie's dad, Terry, worshipped the ground she walked on, and her pet name was Shitpot. He pulled me to one side one day and he said to me, "Luke, Ian, we know what Carlin's like, but whatever you do, don't knock the screw out of her. It'll be the making of it." And to be honest with you, I think he was right, so yeah, really was. All she wanted to do really when she was a kid was wear her wellies and ride a bike. I mean, she was riding a two-wheeler bike when she was 3 and she was never off it. She's always done boy things rather than girly things. I mean, she was riding motorbikes, and I think you were driving a car on Ainsdale Beach at 14, weren't you? You know what I mean? So she's like pretty much in front of a lot of kids, I think. When she started primary school, she couldn't wait to start primary school. She really couldn't, because she saw Charles going every morning, couldn't wait to go. And then the day came. She did one day and said, "Nah, that's it for me, I'm not going again." And talking about stubborn Carl, and that was the start of it, wasn't it? You know what I mean? The problem we had when she was at school was she's a pretty naturally clever kid, but she kept getting into fights. But the problem with these fights, they wasn't her own fights, it was other people's fights. One thing Caroline can't stand is a bully. If she was walking about and somebody was getting bullied, she had to jump in and sort it out. So she was getting more in trouble for this type of thing, so never really any of her own fights, you know. She loves sports day. Reason being, she won everything. She's so quick, it was unbelievable. And in them days, they used to run the girls against the boys, which made her very unpopular because she beat the boys as well, which didn't go down really well. And then one day, Caroline's Auntie Lynn suggested, we need to get rid of this energy and we'll send it to Wigan Harriers. So we tried it. And she absolutely loved it. Okay? This is where she became pretty much a decent athlete, didn't you? Yeah. Basically, Star was born. Oh, so we thought anyway. Yeah. She trained 3 nights a week. She competed every weekend. And basically, she'd never lost a race out of all the time she was running. She was absolutely amazing. So we thought she found a path in life. She was definitely going to be an athlete. Which brings me to my life anyway. A couple of months ago, Noah came home from school and he said, like, Mum, we're having like a sports day at school and we've been practicing for the last couple of days. And keep losing. She said, you're speaking to the wrong person. You know? She said, I've never lost anything in my life. You might better be speaking to your dad. Which I thought was pretty great. And then she had an accident. She did a bad landing on a long jump and she shattered her knee, which was, it was all gutted, wasn't it? Yeah. We actually went to consult a GP for she needed surgery, which I and Julie was absolutely we really was. We never had an operation. Somebody was going to put my little girl to sleep and do an operation. We was absolutely gutted. Okay? We were worried sick. So the day we arrived at Wrightington Hospital, she was the youngest there. I mean, I think the youngest on the ward was about 65 in the car. It was all in for the knee replacements and the hip replacements and things like that. But Carol's always the light and soul of the party. She took a lot of gear in, which we didn't know what she took in. What she did take in, she thought, this will go down well. She took bingo tickets in. She gave all the old people in the beds bingo tickets. And Carlin in the middle of the room was shouting bingo numbers from the phone. Which they loved her, they thought she was amazing. Okay. Bingo in bed, having your knee done. The day of the operation came, me and Julie had not eaten for 2 days. I think I'm telling lies, but we didn't eat the joke. We was absolutely sick. We get to the hospital and she stood up as though nothing was going on. It was a normal thing to Carl and it really was. So, the only thing she was annoyed about, it was she was going down first. So she didn't get any breakfast and that was her main concern. Anyway, the time came for Carl to go down. The porter came up with the bed. She jumped on the bed, no problem. There was laughing, joking, going down to the operating theatre. As she went through the doors, me and Julie kissed her and said, we'll be here for you when you get out. Within 5 minutes, I turned around and she's there behind me. I changed my mind out I really struggled to get Carolyn to do things she wanted to do. So how I was going to get her to do something I didn't want to do. What I mean by that is when she was a little girl, she had a love for musicals. Who was there? Go on, Francie Jane. 7 brides for 7 brothers. And we didn't smack our kids. We used to send them to bed. And she must have been really naughty this day. I don't know what she did. But not only did I send her to bed, I cut the plug off the telly. Anyway, I swear to God, I have not asked her this, I have not prompted her anyway. Can you name the 7 brothers?
Adam, Benjamin, Gil and Daniel Lee from Frank and Gideon.
She watched it on Christmas Day.
Watched it. What did I say, Claire? I said I watched it. It took 24 hours to watch it. Amen. I won't watch it again.
How good was that? Right, here we go. Name the brides.
Oh God! I got people can do. I got it. There's Alice.
So you used to know, didn't you? What did you say?
I'm too nervous.
Anyway, back to the hospital. I'm not going to get on this trolley. The only way Carlin understood anything was money, so I tried to bribe her. So I'll buy you anything you want to get back on that trolley. The consultant said that if you didn't have this operation done, it will affect you in later life, especially if you have kids. Yeah. So we know we needed to get this done. She said, okay, I'll have a car, new car. I said, not you want, that ain't happening. They already had one. She said, well, I'll have a dog then. We've got a dog. Okay. Anyway, she managed to have the operation done. Everything was a success. Unfortunately, it ended her athletics career, didn't it? Okay. And then we go back to school. And it got to a point of school where her exams was approaching. And I thought, Carmen, isn't it about time you started doing some studying? She went, Dad, it's not like it was when Charlotte used to go to school. At school now they give you time to study. So we do our studying at school. I thought, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I thought you can find out when you get the results. Well, like I said before, Carmen is a very natural, clever girl. Basically, if you tell her something once, she gets it. Anyway, we couldn't wait for these exam results to come out. And when they did come out, she did amazing. Without any studying, she really did. She made the grades to go to college. But I always promised her that she always said that when she left school, she didn't want to go to college, she wanted to get a job. Okay? What I did, I talked her into though, is go and have a look at the colleges. She met the grades for, was it Winston, is it John Fisher? John Rigby. So we went and had a look. As soon as she walked through the door and they saw the people what were there, she went, Dad, I can't come in. So I couldn't force her. So she went and she got a job at McDonald's, didn't you? Yeah, and she absolutely loved it. Well, Carly doesn't suffer fools. One of the customers she had was Paddy McGuinness, wasn't it? He was alright, wasn't he? Really nice guy. The second customer she got was Amir Khan, you know, the boxer. He was an Olympian. He placed his order and expected to get it for free, which he probably would have done from any other staff at McDonald's, but not Carly. He said, I'm an Olympian. He said, what are you an Olympian for? He said, I'm a boxer. Have you got any ID on you? That's what she was like. So he had to get the manager in to get his feet meal, didn't it? Yeah. Digs her heels in, and basically that's it. Okay, so what I did then, I managed to talk her into going to Wigan College, just to have a look. She didn't know what she wanted to do. She looked at the board, I'll do whatever's got the least hours. That's what she wanted. So I said, people work in offices, so she took a course which was like office management, but she took it further on because she enjoyed it that much, where she covered surgical as well, which meant Carolyn then could go and work in an office, but also into a hospital, doctor, that type of thing. She applied a job at NatWest. You all know Carolyn was at NatWest, didn't you? Yeah? Anyway, she came to me one day, she said, Dad, I've got an interview, what are they going to ask me? Well, they're not common questions. I said, but what they will ask you is what you know about NatWest. And she went away, she did her homework, and I think you interviewed them, didn't you? Anyway, same again, every job she applied for, she got the job, okay? Which makes me laugh a bit, really, because Carolyn is not really good with money. And now she's out there with a licence to advise you people on what to do with your money. The problem with Carolyn is Carolyn's very generous. When Carolyn gets paid, everybody gets presents. And Mara thinks it's amazing when Carolyn's got paid. She spoils her rotten, she really does. And I did talk with John about this a couple of weeks ago, and they're exactly the same. Me and John at home and we're eating beans on toast, and then we get a FaceTime from Carlin, Beijing House, Chinese banquet on a Tuesday. The way she goes. But you can always tell when the funds are running a little bit low. Mum, I'm going Asda, do you want to come? Yeah, I come with you, I need a loaf. How much are I loaf, Julie? 70 odd quid. So basically, Carlin has 2 good weeks, and me and John have 2 bad weeks. But saying that though, Carlin's a very caring person as well. I mean, she realised at work she'd been there for a while, and she realised there's an old lady hadn't been in that normally comes on a regular basis. So Carlin got these ladies' telephone numbers, she rang her up. And apparently she's bedridden, she'd fallen, she'd broken in, she'd no family. And the only person she saw on a day-to-day basis was, you know, the nurses what go around Rachel, that type of thing, yeah. So Carlin took it off her own back, and at lunchtime she went out, and she got this lady everything she needed, and gave her dinner time up and went to saw the lady. But she did this every day, even the days when she doesn't work. Now Carlin works 4 days a week, including some Saturdays. And to do that and to bring 2 kids up as well, I think she's done an absolutely amazing job, I really do. Yeah. People ask me would I make changes? Well, yeah, I would make changes. The biggest change I'd make is I'd like to take the date back to when Carlin was born, and I'd love to do it all again. It's been a terrific ride, it really has. The next person I want to talk about, Mr. Hulse. Hello, John. I'll not keep you so long now, I was glad. But when we first met John, he was very shy. I know you all can't believe it, but he really was. He really was shy. I thought I should let him know what he was getting himself into with John, with Carlin, sorry. But I thought, no, why should I? Nobody ever want me. Let him get on with it. They've been together for 10 years, and he's given me 2 amazing grandkids, so what can you not like about him? Yeah, and it's 2 years, 10 years to do it. You thinking about it? He works hard, John, he really does. He works 7 days a week, and he even does jobs for people when he's completed his daily work. So I'm very reluctant asking him to do anything for me, but sometimes I'm a bit out of my depth and I need his help. And every time he comes, whether it be a weekend when he's finished work, he always comes with a smile on his face. But it tends to take him longer to fix than what I've done before he can do the job what he's come for do, which is pretty much every time, isn't it?
When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you said, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees into me.
Right, firstly, me and my new wife Carlin would like to thank you all for coming today and being part of our special day. I'll just tell you a little bit of how me and Carlin met. We met in a nightclub in Wigan, and I asked her for her number, but then I lost my phone that night. But luckily for me, I saw her again the following week in the same nightclub. After 4 happy years, we found out we was having Noah. 6 weeks before Noah arrived, we bought a house, renovated it, and moved in the night we brought Noah home from hospital. Then 18 months ago, we had our second child, Niall. This has been a very busy year for us, moving house again and planning our wedding, and this is why I want to thank you, Carlin, for giving me our 2 beautiful boys, Noah and Niall, and for being the loving, hard-working mother you are. Can we all raise a glass to my wife, Mrs. Hulse? Secondly, I'd like to thank my mum and dad, and Julie and Ian, for everything you have done for us, and for our boys. I would like to thank my sister Colette for making all the beautiful flowers for the wedding. I would like to thank Charlotte, Carlin's sister, for being maid of honour. Also our bridesmaids, Colette, Jennifer and Rachel, who all look lovely today. Now for the real stars of the show, our beautiful page boys, Noah and Niall, and gorgeous flower girl, our niece Amara, for being amazing today. Thank you. A few more people I'd like to thank is my granddad John, and groomsmen Stuart and Martin for making everything run smoothly today. Thanks. And last but not least, my best man and friend of over 20 years, Johnny. I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to have stood by my side other than you, even though I might regret it after your speech. Over to you, mate. Thanks everybody, enjoy your night. Johnny, hold on, Johnny. Can we just do some presents first, just before? Just to delay it a bit more, just so we fix it a bit out of the field. Build the pressure. Build that tension up. Build the pressure a bit. That's all they like.
Do I get a bit of applause now? I'd like to start by saying how beautiful Carlin looks. You've done a great job making such stunning bridesmaids. I'd like to thank you both for giving me this absolute honour of being your best man today. It's been an amazing day so far, I think you'll all agree. It's been an emotional one, even the cakes and tears.
Your ones are the best.
I'd like to thank Big John and Alicia and Colette for always been making me feel welcome and part of the family. I've got fond memories when I used to stay over. I think Dean and Lee both agree. The main reason we went back is Big John's breakfast Saturday morning. I've known John for 20 years. And although I've got many stories, most of them incriminate me, so I believe in most of them. I've always looked up to John. He is an inch taller than me, after all. He's learned me a lot over the years, mainly about fishing and Michael Jackson's moonwalk. Those of you not fortunate enough to see this, I'm sure you will at some point today. When Carlin first met John, she told me he thought he was handsome from afar. Now she thinks he's better from handsome.
Your ones are the best.
But we all know together, him and Carlin, Noah and Niall, make a beautiful family. I hope John realises how lucky he is today, because he'll leave here with a warm, curvy, beautiful wife. And Carlin, you'll leave here with a stunning dress, a lovely bouquet of flowers. I have some wise wisdom words for John now he's a married man. 1. Never go to bed an argument. Always stay up and argue. 2. Best way to remember your anniversary. Forget it once. And 3. I like the bride and groom and all the other couples in the room to turn to each other, look deeply into each other's eyes. Statistically, you're now looking at the person most likely to murder you. And to finish, John, I love you like a brother. You've always been there for me. You've got a massive heart, you're hard-working, you're loyal. And I've not lost a friend, I've gained a sister. It's now a great pleasure and relief to raise your glasses to the bride and groom.
What it was, I will not give you